The singing crafty crafter, living in Mexico with Ferdinand my cow. Trash to treasure, repurposing, recycling, crafting, singing. Listen for music, trivia, there will be laughter and entertainment. Crafts DIYs like comment, share, subscribe. Tell me which craft was your favorite. Create, paint, crafting with smiles. Teach craft tips, woodwork, repurpose, upscale art, stain, thrift flip, seasonal decor, florals, woodcraft, rustic, DIYs, boho decor, farmhouse, and original designs. No show-up scales, thinking outside the box, depth and dimension. Less is more, let's get to crafting.
We're gonna try this. I'm not saying it's gonna be good. And the sign said, long-haired freaky people need not apply. So I tucked my hair up under my hat and I went in to ask him why. He said, you look like a fine, upstanding young man. I think you'll do. So I took off my hat and said, imagine that, huh? Me working for you. Oh, oh, sign, sign, everywhere a sign. Blocking out the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that, can't you read the sign? Whoa, whoa, sign, sign, everywhere a sign. Blocking out the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that, can't you read the sign? Oh my goodness. I need water after that one. Hard song to sing. Okay. Hi guys. Welcome to the Singing Crafty Crafter. I got a little frog. Water? Oh, I'm being handed water. Thank you. Okay, so, do you know that song? I think most of us know the chorus. Interesting trivia about this one, so watch this video and somewhere in here you'll get the trivia. All right, so guess what I made for you today? Can you guess? Yes, you got it. I made signs. Cause sign, sign, everywhere a sign. I don't think I've ever done a video where I've just done signs. I've made signs, just not very often. But this channel is really trash to treasure, and today just personifies that because I made you 3 signs all made from trash. So I say we just get right into it. But first, let me tell you, today is a challenge. Guess what today is? Today is a new challenge. I haven't done this one before. It's called Rustic Wednesday, but on Saturday. And it's brought to us by Shabby Meets Bling and Repurposed My Way. Boop. I'm gonna insert the little doohickey right now, showing those channels. There you go, that was it. So their channels are gonna be linked down below, and then there'll be a playlist. Okay, so this is a fun group, this challenge group. I really like them. Dawn from Shabby Meets Bling, she does the graphics. I tell her every time, but we're gonna do this again. Her graphics are so good. Yeah, like really good. Okay, so let me just show you really quickly what I made. This hopefully is not gonna be a long video. By the way, do you guys love my intros? Let me know down below. Okay, so these are really simple and really easy, and I've shown you like just a couple of different ideas. So this one is, how cool is this sign? This is coffee. I need coffee. Okay, this is just a piece of wood that I found, and this painting process, if you don't know it, I'm gonna teach it to you right now. Watch how I made this. There's my found piece of wood, found it here in the streets of Mexico. And this is a sticker, like wall sticker thing that I got at a 22 peso store that has these coffee graphics on it. All right, this is so simple, you guys. Vaseline with a paintbrush, and you just brush Vaseline random around, not too much, FYI. And then this white acrylic paint, I just sort of brush some on, heavy, thin, and then spritz. And that's all you have to do to get this really cool effect. You don't need to do hours of crackle and all that stuff. This gives you basically the same effect, and it takes minutes, and it dries super fast because acrylic dries super fast. And then you can always Mod Podge over because you do have Vaseline on there, and Mod Podge. It depends on what you're doing with it, but Mod Podge is a good idea once you're all done. All right, now once I get that all done, I let it dry. I'm going to show you here this effect. Look at that. See, because what the water does is it gives it sort of bubbles of the paint in the Vaseline area. It's so cool. That looks like this. It looks like that wood was painted white years ago, but you saw it. It wasn't. All right, so now these stickers are amazing, these wall stickers from my 22 peso store. I really like them. They're easily, I can pick them up, put them back down. Again, I would have to Mod Podge to permanently put it on there. I didn't, because I thought maybe I'll change it out. But it hangs over a little bit. This was the perfect size. By the way, I did cut away as much of the sticky part as I could, right? Just so that I didn't have a bunch of clear plastic around it, which you can't even tell. And then the parts that I had to cut off that hung over the side, I just cut those off and added them in, and voila, this is done. It was so simple, it was so easy, and that painting technique is amazing. And look at this, it looks so rugged. I love it.
Thumbs up, love you, my besties.
Did you guys know that one? I've done it before on this channel, so if you've watched my channel, you've probably seen it, but the Vaseline trick is the greatest. And it's just, I mean, I said it in the voiceover, it's so easy, you guys. Just don't brush too much Vaseline on. Put your paint on, add a little water. I spritzed on this one, and it just, you get, like, if you look at the back of this sign, which I could double side this sign, because it's just beautiful. And it looks like it's been painted and aged like that forever, and of course you saw it wasn't, right? All right, now the second one, if you watched my video, yesterday on my denim jacket one, I did a lot of iron-ons. And so I had collected all these iron-ons and patches and all that for that jacket. And when I came across this one, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna use that on a jacket. I'm gonna make a sign out of it. So I did. So here's this, but that's an iron-on. An iron-on. You never thought to do it, did you? And this is just a piece of old plywood. Bam. How cute is this? Let me show you how I made it. All right, there is my old piece of plywood that I found, and it was square. Well, a little bit, there's the thing on top there, but I used a toothbrush just to clean it all up. And then this is my iron-on, but it's slightly too wide, and so I cut the words off, and then I sort of cut it in half around the big flower, just following lines, and then I'm gonna put one half on and then the other half on. You'd never know that this was cut in half, right? So we're just gonna take the iron. I'm gonna let you watch me iron this all on, and then I'm gonna give you a little bit of music trivia right now while you watch it. All right, so Signs is the best known song by the Canadian rock group Five Man Electric Band. All right, so you may not know that band. They were a Canadian band, but it was written by the band's frontman, Les Emerson, as he was traveling, this is the interesting tidbit, down Route 66. He was returning to Los Angeles from Canada. And while he was traveling on Route 66, he noticed all the big signs and billboards obscuring, he couldn't see, the view of all the natural scenery. And so the song popularized the relatively unknown band. So they recorded it in 1970, and it was actually a B-side on their little single, but then they re-released it on Lionel Records in 1971 as the A-side on a single, and it reached number 4 in Canada and number 3 on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart. Okay, so here's, in America, and it did become a gold record for them. So, but what you may remember if you're a little bit younger is actually a re-release, a re-recording of it by the band Tesla in 1990. All right, there's your tidbit of info on our song Signs from today. All right, so you've watched me iron this on, and I enhanced it with some markers. I'm gonna do that right here. I put my little greenery on there, and I'm using markers and pencil. And watch it pop this. It's going to make this really come to life. You may have noticed I did not have any little purple flowers, so I painted my little flowers that went on top there. And I'm not overdoing the greenery. And the reason it's just to the one side right there was because, remember, on that piece of wood, there was this little jut out there, which was ugly, and so the greenery hides it perfectly. And I don't want to take away from the sign. So a lot of times people over floral things, and if I'd gone all the way across, it would have killed it. It just would have killed it. And also what I'm doing this, the awaits, Adventure Awaits really was a hard part, but I added the yellow around it, and after I took these photos, I added more
marker there and you can see it better now. Anyway, this came out really cute from an iron-on.
So one thing, in the pictures, I think weights was a little hard to see. So because the font was so small on that, I had to let it completely dry, and then I went over it again with a marker, and now you can see it. But I think this is so cute. So I'm always telling you guys, mixed medias, right? So this is an iron-on, which I ironed onto the wood, but then I added other things in there, like markers and pencils and whatnot, just to bring out the vibrant colors, and it's so cute, isn't it cute? Okay, I don't know which one's my favorite. It might be this next one. So this is so easy. If you watched my What Would You Make video, you saw that piece of wood that I made my chart out of. I should show you that actually. My chart, which is amazing, by the way, it works amazing. But this is an old piece of wood that I used to make this with, and it had this piece sticking out a little bit further, and I'm like, I don't need that, I broke it off. But what did I, you know I kept it, right? You know I kept it. So the video that I made that chart chart on, I used mandalas, I don't know, how do you say it? Anyway, this whole series of stickers that I got at my 22 peso store. And so that little piece of wood I took and I made this. This, you guys, the pictures are a little bit better, but I just want you to see, it is a very beautiful piece of wood with all this pretty coloring in it and all that. So I took stickers. This is a tier tray sign for sure, but it's so cute, so adorable. And here's what I did. Wait, I'll just show you.
There's my cut off piece of wood. I sanded it down really well because I'm going to put stickers on it. And when you sand, always clean your wood off afterwards. And then I took this big blue one and I go to lay down the mandala word, but it covers the stickers too dark, so I have to take that off. You know, we're going to make mistakes while crafting, don't be afraid to fix them. So see that piece sticker right up there above in the frame right here? I actually cut off the top part of that and put it on there upside down, and it worked perfectly. And then once I put this on, I have stuff that's hanging over because, you know, it's a jagged piece of wood. And so I just made sure to cut that off really carefully because I don't want that hanging over once I go to Mod Podge. Then I went to the other side and we're going to reverse it. We're going to put the sticker on the other side of the word mandala. But again, I put a sticker down and I'm like, nah, I just don't like it. And these were different types of stickers. The other ones were translucent. And these almost have this really light white frame around them. But it came out really good because the blue matched that wood so perfectly. And then I take my high gloss Mod Podge and I put 2 coats on and it looks so amazing. I really love this piece. Small but cute.
Living in Mexico with Ferdinand my cow. Trash to treasure, repurposing, recycling, crafting, singing. Listen for music, trivia, there will be laughter and entertainment. Crafts, DIYs, like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell me which craft was your favorite. Create, paint, crafting with smiles. Teach craft tips, woodwork, repurpose, upscale art, stain, thrift flip, seasonal decor, florals, woodcrafts, rustic, DIYs, boho decor, farmhouse, and original designs. No show-up scales, thinking outside the box, depth and dimension. Less is more, let's get to crafting. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, TikTok.
So, your glossy Mod Podge, because that's what this is, can make things look like they're just super, super high-end gloss. This is so cute. This is the cutest. Look, I love this jagged edge with the glossy on it. And of course, there's that original blue. And I just left some of that blue, so it's just sort of, oh, I love this. It's so cute. I need to make a tier tree now. Okay, so that's it. Those are my 3 signs, because signs everywhere, there's signs. The trivia is super interesting on that, isn't it? Okay, so everybody, that's it, short video. Everybody have a great day, a great week, a great life. And from your singing crafty crafter, signs everywhere, there's signs. Some of you are losers and some, no, that's not right. It's every time somebody says sign, I think of, because it's so our generation, right? Here's your sign. I mean, like that's, yeah, what was the name of that, those comedians? Anyway, all right, so don't forget to go down below and check out the playlist and go visit our 2 hosts channel, please. And let me know down in the comments what you think about this one. Which one was your favorite? I'm absolutely putting coffee here in my kitchen. And Adventurer waits. I think it's going to be perfect when we get our RV. And this is, I need to make a tier tray for this one. All right. Ferdinand, say goodbye. Goodbye, besties. All right, we'll see you next time here on The Singing Crafter. Thanks so much for watching. Toodles.
Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, TikTok. Leave me a paintbrush emoji. Thanks for watching. Come back real soon. Don't forget that thumbs up. Love you, my besties.